The Kobe era, as we know it, effectively is over, and we're flipping it upside down. The Los Angeles Lakers have won a impressive three-peat, last done by Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls for the second time. And why this is turning upside down is because we are taking fellow superstar of Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, and teaming him up with Kevin Garnett. What if Kevin Garnett had the opportunity that Kobe had to team up with the most dominant big man to ever lace him up, right? With KG's intensity, defensive prowess, with Shaq's paint dominance, that front court is going to be ridiculous, right? KG didn't need to dominate the ball offensively. He could hit the mid range. He could clean up and focus on the defensive end. He'll cover for Shaq's defensively when needed. Ultimately, I do expect multiple titles for sure. There'd be a defensive and rebounding nightmare, especially in this era, the early 2000s, and KG would finally get more rings as opposed to having jumping ship to the Celtics, right, where he eventually won the chip. Now, let's take a look at the Lakers. Now, ultimately, you probably don't have to take much guess. It's just Kobe at this point. He's locked in for 6 years. So I'm curious to see what the Lakers can do to build around Kobe. Obviously, they're going to need a lot of help. I mean, at this point, I'm thinking Kobe and I'm thinking Tracy McGrady. He's in the same situation as Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady got an actually better team at this point, obviously, because it was built different. But 6 seasons, that's very important to know because we are going to simulate for 6 seasons, right? Because Shaq, he's 30 right now. In 6 years, he'll be 36, 37, depending on his birthday. And that's around the time he really started to decline and not, be the Shaq that we know and love today. So we're going to go to what are we in? 2002, about 2008. I think he was around on the Suns at that time. So we're going to see how many championships can KG and Shaq win together. Now, here's the other thing. Everybody on this team is locked in for 6 years. If you take a look at their contract, who was that 1 year? Oh, 65s. I didn't really care too much about them. So, they are what they are. But everybody else is 6 years locked in because that's how many seasons we're going to do. The only time people or players are going to be off of the team is if they retire. So Ross Strickland, he's probably not going to play out the full 6 years. Kendall Gill, Terrell Brandon, Anthony Peeler, Reggie Slater. These guys are going to be 38 and higher. So I do expect them to retire. And then we got the big fella Shaq. Okay. The only time we are going to be taking on new players is through the NBA draft. Now, this team, I don't expect to have a bunch of first round draft picks. No, this is just one. And ultimately, I don't expect those picks to be good because you're going to have Shaq and KG, which they should be going for titles, which means they're not going to be in the draft lottery, things of that nature. So that's pretty much how things are looking, how things are shaped up. Trades are off. I'm not going to be trying to sign max players or anything like that. No, absolutely not. So we're going to let me make sure Shaq is in the lineup. There we go. So Shaq and KG, 38 minutes apiece. We got Wally Zerbiak, Kendall Gill, Terrell Brandon. So ultimately, by the closer to '06, '07, '08, we're probably going to have some younger guys in the lineup with these two superstars, right? So you guys let me know how many championships will Shaq and Kevin Garnett win, and do you think not Shaq, but Kevin Garnett is ultimately going to take advantage of playing with Shaq and win some championships? Without further notice, let's get to the end of this season. And at the end of season one, the 2003 season, Shaq wins MVP, averaging 25 and 12. We know this team is going to be dominant the first 3 years, probably up to '06, really dominant. And I'm sure the Lakers are missing Shaq a whole bunch at this point. Yao Ming gets Rookie of the Year. Mike Miller, six man. Ben Wallace, defensive. Ricky Davis on the Cavs, most improves. Look at that, 68 wins for this Minnesota team. That is a crazy turnaround. Almost 70 wins. Crazy. Kobe, Jason Kidd, Tim Duncan, KG, and Shaq, all NBA first team. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. All right, so all defensive first team, Kobe, Artest, Tim. I'm surprised Shaq or KG didn't get on there. KG did get all defensive second team. That's what's up. All right, so KG and Shaq, Minnesota are number one, and look who's not in the playoffs, the Lakers. Wow. But what if the Lakers drafted like LeBron James or something? Just because they're probably so bad now. Wow. Kobe might get teamed up with a Young Wade, Carmelo, or LeBron or Chris Bosh. Okay, that's like a second storyline to be considered. All right, in this in this video, what happens with the Lakers? They might be a beast team later on. Let's take a look at the standings. We was just there, 68 wins. That's the best. No one else is really coming close to us. I do expect them to win the title, the championship this time around. And let's see, we got 98, 98. Yeah, this team they should sweep, no problem. They whoa, they almost lost. But yeah, we do win in season one, the championship 2010 and 5 for KG, 100% from three. Wow. Yeah, this is a nice matchup. And they beat Philly, they beat Iverson's team. Iverson did get his team to the championship once upon a time, but good job to them. But yeah, we know this team is going to be dominant. Let's see if we can get to season two. But we might even stop in the offseason to see what's up with the Lakers. They're a second story. Didn't mention the only way players are going to get off the team is that they retire. And Ross Strickland, he is retiring. So I'm glad he went out on top as a champion. But yeah, that was something to take into consideration just because of how old they are. Not really worried about retirement. Didn't Jordan play? Jordan should have been playing. All right, league, we don't care about that. Draft lottery. I'm just curious if the Lakers are going to get a top pick. Oh, they fall to number six. That's tough. All right, well, I mean, I guess they can. If I don't expect no one to drop the fall. We have our own draft. I'm not really worried about that too much. We'll just sign whoever they draft for us. We get a shooting guard and a point guard, which I think was perfect. Absolutely what we needed. We're not gonna have any team options. Did the Lakers? Who did the Lakers get? They didn't get no one good. I feel bad for Kobe. That's tough. All right, well, guys, we will see you at the end of season two, the '04 season, because nothing else is too crazy is going to happen. We know Shaq and we know KG are still going to be good. 97, 96. Yeah, some of these older players are getting worse, but hey, this is your team right here. Wrapping off the '04 season, season two in this sim. Shaq goes back to back with MVPs, averaging 24 and 12. The big fella is dominating. LeBron James goes to Detroit. Let's see, 27, 6, and 5 as sixth rookie of the year. That's been made since six men. Ben Wallace, DPOY, Quentin Richardson, most improved. The Bulls, why are the Bulls so good? 61 and 21. And the Spurs, obviously we know the Spurs are good. So we got some teams to consider here. Jason Kidd, Kobe, LeBron. I feel like that Detroit team should be good, right? They got Ben Wallace. That should be a good team right there. KG all NBA second team. LeBron made all NBA first team in this first season. That's crazy. All right. Spurs are number one. What happened? Why is Minnesota number three? And look who's back in the fold, the Lakers. All right, so our team is still our team, but what's going on with the Lakers? Kobe, they signed Elton Brand. So Kobe, he doesn't need that much help. Wow, that's our first round matchup. That's very interesting. All right, so standing. So we only won 57 games. Why? Oh, I think it's something about division leaders. If you won your division, you get a top spot. Who else is? I mean, uh, okay. I feel like we should be number two though. That is weird. Who's in our division? The Spurs. They're in the same division as the Spurs, the Midwest. I guess so. I guess that makes sense. All right. So, but look at the Bulls. The Bulls are good. They got Wade. That Bulls team is nice. A young Tyson. They got 80s for days. 80s for days. What's up with the Magic? Why are the Magic good all of a sudden? McGrady, he's another one. He doesn't need a lot of help. Detroit, obviously Chauncey Billups, LeBron, Ben Wallace. Where's Richard Jeffers? Richard Hamilton. He should be on this team. Tayshaun Prince, maybe not. The Bucks are good. Guys, we got some work to do, but yeah, if we are third. We are third. So all right. Lakers simulate through game. We take game one. We lose game two. We lose game three. What in the world is this? Shaq and KG about to lose to Kobe and Elton Brand? What is going on? Lakers take Q1, Minnesota Q2, Q3, and they are going to go ahead and extend this series 38 and 9 for Shaq, 28 and 4 and 8 for Kobe. All right. Wow. They are on the brink of elimination. Let's see if they can make the comeback here. They take Q1 and take Q2, take Q3. I think they got this. Good job, guys. Yeah, they got this. All right, 30 and 11 for Shaq. Zerbiak came up 28 for Kobe. double for Elton Brand. All right, we got a game 7. Let's see if they can go ahead and advance to the next round. Kobe and the Lakers take Q1. They take Q2, drop Q3. This is a close game. Okay, it does. Wow. Okay, is everybody in the game still? Yes. What a. Oh, Elton Brand is fouled out, but let's hop in. We are in game 7 of the first round in the Western Conference Finals of the 04 season, and Shaq and KG are trying to get past the Kobe-led Lakers without Shaquille O'Neal, and Elton Brand, Kobe's number 2, is fouled out, so they should win. They are in Minnesota. They're the better team, and Shaq misses a clutch. No, was that KG? Who missed that? But the Lakers down by 1 with just 18 seconds to go in game 7. Can Kobe, the lethal Kobe, best player in the league, go ahead and give the Lakers a win and a trip to the second round? And he scores. Who's guarding Kobe one-on-one? No one. Down by 1, 7 seconds to go in game 7 in Minnesota. Can Minnesota get a big win to get it to Shaq? He puts it up. Oh, Shaq scores. Elway, that sends them to the next round. Wow, they got to catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. Get it to Kobe. Let him catch and shoot. This is for all the marks. This is a first round series. This is crazy. They got to get it to Kobe. Kobe's at the top of the key. Put it up, Kobe. Did he get it? The Lakers knock out Shaq and Kevin Garnett to advance to the second round. Are you kidding me? Oh, what an upset. What an upset. What an upset. Kobe from 3. Oh, Shaq is salty. Ah, big fella. Kobe got some revenge there. Congrats, Kobe. Congrats. Oh, Shaq and KG, the Minnesota Timberwolves are eliminated. That is crazy. And what's the wow? Look at Pau Gasol, the connection. Kobe's future teammate in later years, Pau Gasol, goes ahead and wins the championship and beats Kobe in the Lakers and in the game 7. Wow. If Kobe was able to get to, well, honestly, the Grizzlies weren't that tough in my opinion. They should have been able to beat that team. So congrats to the Grizzlies, but Shaq and KG, they got some work to do here because Shaq, like I said, he's not getting any younger. He's really not. Not a huge factor, but Kendall Gill does retire. I did say at the beginning of this video, retirements were going to, be one of the ways that some of these guys get off of the team. Before we head into the 05 season and season 3 of this sim, take a look at player progression. Shaq and KG are both at a 97 overall. So, hey, that's still good enough to win a championship. Hopefully they don't get upsetted again. But yeah, Quali Zerbiak's doing good. But Shaq is 32, so he's definitely heading towards getting older and starting to regress at some point, but not this season. Capping off the regular season of 05, the 2005 regular season, season 3, LeBron gets MVP in his second season. Dwight Howard goes to Seattle, wins Rookie of the Year. Ben Wallace DPOY for like the 3rd straight time. Oh, the Magic lost Mike Miller to the Bobcats. The Bulls are good, 65-17. Wow, I think that's Wade's team, that Dwayne Wade is on. Iverson, T-Mac, LeBron, Chris Webber, and Shaq, all-NBA first team. KG did get all-NBA second team. All right, good stuff. Let's take a look at some of the top teams. The Lakers. The Lakers are number 1. They're not missing Shaq whatsoever. How are the Lakers number 1? They got Kobe still, obviously. They got Elton Brand, Jamal McGlure. I mean, Dylan Sharp, I guess. What happened? They got the 6th pick. Wow, this team they're number 1. Who thought? Minnesota is number 2. Let's look at our top teams here. That's crazy. All right, 6. But look at this Bulls team. It's the Bulls. J. Will, D. Wade, Jalen Rose, Donyell Marshall, Tyson. It's the Bulls. The Bulls is the team. Wow. Then you got the Lakers. Then you got Phoenix. Who's on Phoenix? Marbury, Doug Christie, Sean Marion, Stoudemire, PJ Brown. The team is nice. Obviously, you got the team with Zerbiak, KG, and Shaq, and you got Detroit with Chauncey, Ginobili. They pick up Ginobili some way somehow. Okay, LeBron, David West, Ben Wallace, DPOY. That's a good team. The Celtics. Why are the Celtics kind of good? Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker, Chris Kaman. Okay, so in New Jersey, that's another good team out in the East. Jason Kidd, Richard Jeffrey, Kenyon Martin. All right, cool. So who's our first round matchup? It's against Dwight Howard and the company. We should be able to smack this team, no problem. And they took us to game 7. Look who lost in the first round. The Lakers lost to the Spurs in the first round. That kind of hurts my heart. It is Richard Hamilton. That's a good team. The Spurs are very, very good. Um, all right, so the Grizzlies. This is the team that they're the defending champions. Jay Williams, Steven Jackson, Shane Battier, Stromile, Swift, and Pau Gasol, TJ Ford. Let's see. We should be able to beat this team, too. We do sweep them in the Utah Jazz. Who's on the Jazz? Gilbert Arenas is always, always, always something spectacular in 2K. Corey Maggette, Andre Karolinko, Matt Harping. All right, this is a good team. This is a good team. They got 1, 2, 3 solid players, but our team is better and should win. Yes, and the Bulls. I don't know. I mean, they don't have superstars, but they got a really good team. They got a superstar in the making of Dwayne Wade. They got a very good defensive player in Tyson Chandler. They got some big bodies. So this team is going to be a challenge. Let's simulate through the game. We take game 1, 2-0 lead. 3-0. Okay, it does look like they're going to go ahead and sweep. Good job to the Minnesota Timberwolves. KG, Finals MVP, 26, 12, and 7. Good job. So they're back on top. They're back on top of the mountain. Good job. Shaq is racking up the championships in this with this because he already got 3 with the Lakers, and now this is his second with the Timberwolves. All right, I'm excited to see what the next season 4 looks like. We're going to be heading into the 2006 season, our 4th season in the sim, and we're seeing the effects of age starting to affect Shaq. He's a 96 overall. He goes down to a 96. He regressed. KG still at a 97. Wally Zerbiak goes up to an 86. We got an 80 in Joe Smith. We got a 75 in this young guy. So there's still hope. But like I said, Shaq is getting older, so we have to win those chips quick and efficiently. Let's see, guys. Do you think how many championships you think they're going to have overall? They got 2 so far. I think they could get 2 more. Maybe 3, but definitely 2. All right, we capped off the '06 season. LeBron wins at his third straight or second straight MVP. I got to check on that. 28, 9, and 6. Chris Paul goes to Portland and wins Rookie of the Year. J.R. Smith on the Clippers, a 6-man. Karolinko, DPOY. J.R. Smith, once again, most improved. The Pistons are very good for 58 wins. And we got Wade, Iverson, LeBron, KG, and Shaq, all NBA first team. That's what's up. All defensive first team, no. No one from our team. Second team, no. All right, so we are first in the West again. Lakers fall to 4th. Let's take a look at some of the top teams here. So we have first Detroit, Les LeBron's team. Chauncey, Jason Richardson, LeBron, and Ben Wallace. They got 4 really, really good players. 1, 2, 3 90s. That's crazy. So Detroit is definitely the team to beat. Minnesota, obviously, our guys with Shaq, KG, and Wally Zerbiak, who's close to a 90. I'm pleasantly impressed with Wally Zerbiak in this sim. Houston, why is Houston good? Steve Francis, let's see, Yao Ming really is just the 2 biggest guys on the team in terms of stars. Phoenix, Marbury, Joe Johnson, Sean Marion, Amari Stoudemire. Toronto, Vince Carter is really the lone superstar in this team doing work. Chicago, we already know about them. They got Wade and Tyson Chandler, Eddie Curry, Jay Williams. That's a good team right there. And the Lakers, they got Kobe and Elton Brand. So they're going to need like another star or something. Look at Cleveland. Who's on Cleveland? Ricky Davis, Jermaine Jones, Chris Bosh. There we go. That's right. So that's a nice team. Seattle, obviously, they drafted Dwight Howard, got Rashard Lewis. All right, so let's see what happens. Our first round matchup is against Dallas, Dirk Nowitzki. And I don't know if this is a spoiler, but I'm definitely so basically I'm doing a series of giving every superstar a chance to play with Shaq in the Kobe era. So right now we're starting off with KG, and at some point we are going to get to Dirk Nowitzki. And it's not like I'm going to take Steve Nash off the team. So it's going to be Steve Nash, Dirk, and Shaq. So that's gonna be a crazy team. But I do expect us to beat this team in the first round. Let's see what happens. We sweep. Good stuff. Denver beat LA in the first round. Poor Kobe, man. All right, so let's see what we got. They got Ron Artest, Carmelo. Carmelo still went to Denver. I love that. All right, Marcus Camby, Nene. All right, good stuff. Let's see. I do think we should be able to beat this team as well. Yes, we went in six, and we got Phoenix, the team with Marbury, Sean Mary, and Stoudemire. So good team, but they're not better than us, and we lose. We lose. Wow. All right, and it's crazy. So it's crazy we lost in six. But what's also crazy is the Magic made it to the finals. T Mac, that's really it. It's just T Mac, Corey Maggette coming off the bench, Michael Petrus, who's on the Magic a little earlier than he was originally. And okay, let's see who wins this. It's the Phoenix Suns. Wow. Congrats to Phoenix. I'm surprised LeBron, Detroit didn't make it. Yeah, that's crazy. So far, two championships. Shaq is getting older, and we're getting very, very close to 36 years old or 37, the end of our sim. I haven't checked on this in the last couple off seasons, but Anthony Pilla does retire. Like I said in the beginning of this video, retirees are going to play faster. People retiring on this team. All right, guys, we are getting deep into this sim. We're on the other half of this sim, and KG goes up to 98. He's still in his prime. Shaq is leaving his prime. He's down to a 94 now. Started at a 98. Zerbiak's at 87. So yeah, I mean, we got some guys going up, we got some guys going down, but that's just about it. But the main thing is Shaq. How many championships, more championships can we squeak out? Can we squeeze out of Shaq and KG? We will see. We are capping off the '07 season. LeBron was another MVP, and I think this is our fifth, no, sixth or seven. I don't know. We're in '07. So LeBron MVP, Brandon Roy Rookie of the Year, Ronald Murray six man, DPOY for LeBron. Okay, Rasheed Crawford Most Improved. Okay, so we got a young guy coming up and starting to really help out this team. That's where we're going to need some young blood. In the Pistons 62 and 20, we got Wade, Iverson, LeBron, Carmelo. So neither Shaq or KG All NBA first team. They're both All NBA second team. Okay, that's what's up. All right. So let's see our top teams. Lakers are back to number one in the West. Love it. Whoa, Minnesota is seventh. What is? I know Shaq had regression, but wow. So Detroit, obviously we know Detroit's good. They got Chauncey, they got Rip Hamilton, they got Rip Hamilton, they got Jason Richardson. My bad, LeBron and Ben Wallace. So that's a good team. The Lakers. What's up with the Lakers? Number one in the West. Kobe and Elton Brand. Is this team gonna get a chip? I don't know. Phoenix trying to run it back as the defending champs. Okay, with Jason Terry, weapon of Stephon Marbury, Joe Johnson, Sean Marion, Stoudemire. All right, that's what's San Antonio. You know San Antonio is always good. Tony Parker, Rip Hamilton from Detroit, Tim Duncan. That's what's up. Boston. What's going on with Boston? Paul Pierce, Anton Walker, Chris Kaman. Chris Kaman was never that good. I really don't recall him being that good. The Bulls are just really good with Dwayne Wade, 96. That's what's up. And Houston is good. They got Steve Francis and Yao Ming. Seattle, they've won 47 games. They got Rashard Lewis, Dwight Howard. Um, but we are down there. Wow. 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 All right. Are we going to make it out the first round? We're facing the defending champs. I mean, this doesn't look good for us, just to be honest. Oh, we do win. Okay, good stuff. We got Seattle, Dwight Howard's team, Rashard Lewis and Desmond Mason coming off the end. Lamar, what in the all right, I'm not feeling confident about this at all. And we win in six. Look who it is. Look who it is. This is like poetic justice. We're facing the Lakers. All right. Can Kobe beat his old teammate Shaq and KG to go back to the championship, go back to the finals, or is Shaq gonna get another chance at a ring and beat his old team and his old teammate? Let's see what happens. All right. So game one goes to the Lakers. Game two goes to the Lakers. Game three goes to Minnesota. Game four goes to Minnesota. Game five goes to the Lakers, and we got game seven. Let's see if it's even close. All right, Q1 goes to the Lakers by 16 points. That's nuts. Q2 to the Lakers. Q3 to the Lakers. Congrats to Kobe and the Lakers. Wow. 19 and 12, 19 11 for Shaq. Kobe, oh, Elton Brand, 27. Where's Kobe? 18, 6 and 8. All right. Detroit and the Lakers. That was a finals matchup in like the 80s. And LeBron and Kobe are finally meeting up. I do think the Detroit Pistons have a better team, though, just saying. Yeah, they do. They sweep. Congrats, LeBron, getting the chip. But our team, Shaq and KG are definitely on the downswing of things, and the league is only getting better. I don't see them having a much better chance than they just did this year. So again, looking at retirements, Terrell Brandon retires at 16 years pro, 37 years old. Just capped off our last season, the 2008 season, and we're headed into the playoffs. LeBron wins another MVP. KD goes to Denver with Carmelo Anthony, I believe. So that should be a fun. He gets 6 man of the year as well. He's small forward, right? I'm pretty sure that's the position that Carmelo plays. That's probably why he's coming off the bench. LeBron DPOY again. Paul Millsap most improved, and Pistons 61 and 21. So Wade, Ray Allen, LeBron, Bosh, and Dwight Howard all NBA first team. KG still an all NBA player. Unfortunately, I do not see Shaq anywhere to be found. And yeah, let's see. So oh gosh, we didn't even make the playoffs. The Lakers are okay. I was gonna say the Lakers didn't make the playoffs. That's crazy. So, let's see. How did we miss? How much did we miss it by? We missed it. Oh wow, we were tied with Golden State, but 42 and 40, but we didn't make it. All right. So I mean, I already knew that this team was not going to do as good on the back half of Shaq's career. Zerbiak, geez, heated. Shaq 93, KG still very much good. Let's take a look at obviously how many championships this team won. Team history. There we go. So they won 2 championships. That's it. KG and Shaq only won 2 titles. All right. So, and they didn't make it there last year. 42 wins this year, 43 last year. But let's take a look at the big picture. The big picture here. NBA history. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Past champion. So this was Shaq's three-peat with the Lakers. Then we put him on Minnesota. They won a championship. They swept the Sixers. Kevin Garnett won Finals MVP, so definitely benefited from Shaq being on the team. Then they missed out. They were eliminated by Kobe in the second round, and Memphis won that finals. Paul Gasol getting the chip. And then they came back and made it back to the finals, swept the Bulls. So that was 2 championships, and they never made it back to the finals. So KG would have got 2 championships with Shaq in the Kobe era if he had the chance to play with Shaq after their three-peat anyway. Obviously, if we started them off in like the 2000s, then maybe they would have got like 2 more or something. But 2 chips isn't bad. It's not bad at all. And I think Shaq got 2 MVPs, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he went back-to-back in MVPs. That's what's up. So, guys, let me know. Did this team overachieve, underachieve? What were your thoughts on it? And I'm going to do more plays. I'm going to do Allen Iverson. I'm going to do Tracy McGrady. I'm going to do Dirk Nowitzki. I'm going to do a lot more players. But I think KG definitely benefited from having Shaq on his team in the Kobe era. And we'll catch you on the next video.